Welcome everybody to this new episode of Spanish Loops. Hola Jorge,
Hola, Francisco. How are you doing today?
doing great. Wailing to talk about food today.
Ooh,
Spanish
what a
food.
change.
What a
What
change. Hey, it's been long since we haven't talked about food, but yes, we're going to be talking about that. But
okay.
first, let's get some music.
Yeah, let's put the intro. Well, Francisco, food. You're obsessed with food. I hate you. I hate you, by the way. You're one of those
Oh,
persons that you eat and you eat and you eat. Doesn't matter what you eat, you never puts a gram on your body. You have that kind
well,
of metabolism that, oh my God, I breathe and I get like a balloon.
nah, no. Not that, especially lately, it's like, this metabolism is going slower, but
Well, we are not chickens any longer. You have to be
we're not
careful,
chicks,
right?
young chicks anymore. Anyway, let's not talk about our age.
Yeah.
So, eh, when our listeners come to Spain, they always hear about
Tapas.
tapas.
Mhm.
I am from the north. This is land of tapas here, all the way in the north of Spain. Everybody knows that San Sebastian is a tapas. Here we call them pinchos.
That's right.
But all around Spain, we're going to find tapas, and especially in Andalusia. In
Hmm.
Andalusia, all the way in the south of Spain, tapas are a different, totally different way of thinking of what we do tapas here in the north. And Jorge, you are from Andalusia,
I
you know
am.
everything. So,
Yeah.
all the mic for you.
All of it? Thank you. Can I take it as a tapa?
You are going to talk, my friend. So,
Okay,
let
well,
us start from the beginning because
yes.
when we go, people
Yeah.
from the north of Spain, we go to the south of Spain. One of the things that we don't know how to deal, and I assume people from the other side of the ocean also, when do you get a free tapa? When you don't get a free tapa? Do you ask for a free tapa? How does that work?
Shall we say a little bit like about our 90 seconds when they do the city specials about histories about Tapa? What's the legend? Where it comes from? Do you mind?
Please enlighten us once again.
Okay, there's many theories, many theories, many legends. I like one in particular. Is when I go and I'm gonna show the highlights of a museum to a group of people, a family, a group of friends, and they want to see it all. Most of the museums they restrict your time frame to show the highlights. But everybody, every guide has their own highlights. So the beginning of my speech is, okay, you're gonna see the highlights of the, I don't know, Queen Sofia Art Center, but you're gonna see my highlights, okay? If you like more, just stay on your own and go and see your highlights because I have a limited time. Here in this case about the tapas, I do have my own romantic little tale, legend, theory, call it however you want to call it. One of those legends says that King Charles III, when he inherited or got the throne of Spain, Bourbon, he wanted to know a little bit of the country to go around in one of those royal visits. Okay, so
Mhm.
it is said that in the northern part of Andalusia, which there is a range of mountains that divides physically the plateau of La Mancha to the hilly area of Andalusia, there was a kind of inn restaurant. We have a special name for that in the south of Spain. It's called Venta, Venta. That is a compendium of a shop where your animals in the old days could eat and drink water. You could eat something as well and sleep. So this gentleman, the owner of the Venta, he was thrilled to see a royal committee there. So he was said, oh, he's the king of Spain. So please get your bed goods for him. So he just went to the monarch and said, would you like anything to drink? He said, oh, yes, just bring me a glass of your local wine. here from the area. So the man was so nervous because he has to cross the entire animal patio, and the kitchen was at the other side of the thing. The king was there, sat just looking at the sunset. The man was very, very scared about crossing all that finca, his home in to get some dust into the wine. So what he did was, we are very fond of ham hocks, having them in our kitchens and, slicing them, and he did it like that. So the legend says that this gentleman, he sliced some part of the ham and put it on top of the glass of wine and then just
To
served the
cover
glass
it, to preserve from dust or anything coming in.
exactly to cover
Okay.
it from possible dust getting into the wine. So he just gave the wine to the king and he said, thank you. So the king saw the slice of ham and he said, how do you call in Spanish something that covers some of the thing?
Tapa.
Tapa, a top. Okay. So that's the legend. In the next stop that the royal committee made, because the monarch thought it wasn't a custom or customary thing from the area north of Andalusia, he said, "Oh, this wine has no tapa." So the people around him
What was he
looked
talking
and said,
about?
"Let's get something for him to nibble with the wine." So that's how the legend starts. Okay,
Okay,
so
one of the many legends. Yes.
technically is something that covers your wine or your drink, whatever, but he has inherited the title of finger-sized type of food when you drink something. Okay. Now, as you said, as you very well said, I better say the Basque Country. My God, every time I go to Bilbao, San Sebastian, Pamplona, your hometown, uh, I'm a foodie. I love absolutely everything. I have no problems with anything in food. So it's paradise, but it's very curious because tapas is not just a food, it's a way of living. You did say that they are cold in your area?
No, they are paid. You can have warm tapas.
No, 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 but they are called the name of them.
Oh, pinchos.
Pinchos, correct. It's like an open face sandwich,
There we
okay?
go.
But you have to pay for them. You're right. If you go to other places, you have to pay for them. If you go to Catalonia, you have to pay for them. If you go to Valencia, you have to pay for them. Now, the thing changes when you are in the middle of the Iberian Peninsula to the south, as you was said earlier. Here in Madrid, in I would say 90% of the places, it's like a non-written rule that every time that you order something to drink, a beverage, normally is alcoholic beverage. Excuse me. It could be a beer, a glass of wine, red or white. Not hard spirits, okay? Because that's a different topic. We're not talking
Mhm.
about that. We're talking about before lunchtime and before dinner time, not at breakfast either. So whenever you order something, sometimes with a soda, it could be, it depends on the place. You just order your beer, glass of wine, and then it is customary for the places to give you some food. You don't choose that food because you don't pay for it. Actually, it is included the price on the whatever you're drinking. If you are a regular customer of that place specifically, and the staff there knows you, you can be a little bit cheeky and say to them, hey, today instead of having a few olives, could you give me a little piece of that potato omelet that you have there? Oh, sure, of course. And they give you the thing. But you have to be a regular customer.
Yeah.
Now, let's go much more to the south of Spain. Let's get into Andalusia. To me, the paradise of tapas, I have two paradises of tapas. One is Granada. That
Yes.
is,
Oof.
I have no words. But Francisco, I don't know if you ever been in Jaén.
No. I
Uh,
mean, I've been to Jaén, to the province, but not to the city of Jaén.
well, I'm talking about the entire province, including
Okay. Yes.
including the capital city of Jaén as well. Okay,
Huh?
but all over Jaén, there are many big towns like Linares, like Úbeda,
Over there.
like Baeza, places like that. When you order a glass of wine, the timing in Andalusia is different to the rest of Spain. You don't have to, I mean, you cannot rush there.
No,
It takes your time. I mean, it's not like give me a glass of wine, they serve you, you grab it or you glop it,
no.
pay and go. No, it's a socializing thing. Even if you are on your own, even
You
if
get to
you're
talk with people. Yeah.
yeah, you may talk to the people next, tall table. What's the weather today? Look at this, blah blah, etc. Or even if you're on your own, in the old days, you used to have a newspaper. Now we are all with the cell phones and we read the news there or watch some videos or whatever. But they give you the wine, and then like about 3, 4, even 5 minutes later, they come to you with a plate, a small platter. And then if you don't know what's happening, you say, I didn't order that. And then they will tell you, no, no, this comes with your drink. Also, you don't choose that, but they normally are very small portions of something typical of the gastronomy of the area. Okay? So if you drink a couple of glasses of wine and you're not a big eater, in half an hour that takes you to drink those 2 glasses of wine, with those two, I would
You're
say
down for it.
from medium to small size portion of food, you had your lunch or your dinner.
And
So imagine that. So what happens? I mean, obviously, Jaén is a little bit off the beaten path. Okay, lately not so much, I have to admit, but the most well-known and the big paradise for me is Granada.
I mean, you are uh, going to Granada and you go to any bar, it's insane because it's
Absolutely.
not little tapas. It's not a couple of olives.
No,
It can be baby clams, can be fried squid. It's like, this is
it could even be like about in between 6 and 8 prawns.
I mean, there's one place downtown, right at the foothill before you go to the harbor. It's called Los Diamantes.
Yeah, that's the one. It's my favorite place.
What the hell is with that? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously everybody knows about it in town, so
Mm.
everybody goes there. If to me, get a little table. They have long tables. Just sit with people. Everybody's talking loud. You ask for something, and they bring you like something, but big.
Yeah.
Then you ask for another drink. They bring you even
Uh,
bigger and
uh,
better. It's
yeah.
like you have three
Yeah.
beers and you have dinner.
And you know what's the trick, Francisco? We have made a podcast about tipping or not tipping, remember?
Yeah. To tip
Okay.
or not to tip.
To tip or not to tip, that's right. That's the name of it, of the podcast. And we were talking, yeah, I mean, you have to listen to the podcast to understand how we tip
Yes.
in Spain. In these places that they are fast, efficient, they give you good quality because everything is fresh. I mean, the food is constantly going out, eaten by the people, so they have to restock the following day. Everything is fresh. If you just get the waiter that is in the area where you stay in the first night. If I'm staying 2 or 3 nights, I always try to go to the place where the waiter that served me the first night is. And you know what I do the very first night? I leave
Good tip.
a generous tip. If I have like about, let's say, 3 glasses of beer, and I have had my 3 plates of tapas with it, and the bill is like about 13 euros, or maybe for 3 beers it's a little bit too much. Let's say 8 euros. Okay. If I leave at 10 euros and he gets 2 euros in tip, whenever he sees you the following day, he will be the one who will recognize you immediately. And the plus of the thing is that you will get your beer and your tapa will be even better because he
Yes.
knows that you're going to give a good tip. So when you're getting food for free, which is included in the price of your beverage, and then you're getting a little bit of an extra portion because you tipped him very well the night
Very
before.
well.
And even that night, you're gonna extra tip above the average of everybody else. It's costing you peanuts to have
It's
food
nothing.
for free. You
It's,
know?
I mean, you can literally, you can
Yeah.
have an amazing dinner.
Yeah.
And okay, you might get a little tipsy. For how much? 15, 20 euros? That's like a fortune
Yeah.
in these type of places. So really, you are going to get three, four glasses of beer with three or four tapas, and you are going to go to bed happy, 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 happy. I mean,
And with a full tummy.
and for Tammy, and I mean,
Full
to me,
tummy.
Granada, I don't know what Granada has. It's the vibe of the city, it's the beauty, it's the relax, the
Mhm.
chill, the maybe there's a lot of students, so there's a little bit of
Yeah,
smoky,
there's a
there's
lot
a
of
lot of smoke in the air that is like, wee, peace and
yeah.
love.
But
Granada.
not only Granada, if you go south east of Granada, you have the province of Almeria. Almeria is really out of the beaten path, okay? By the way, Almeria has one of the few, if not the only one, real deserts in Europe. In fact, in the 60s, all the spaghetti westerns, they were shot there. Okay, so the city, the capital city of Almeria, which is just by the water, and all the and still unspoiled part of the coast, the food there is absolutely incredible. The tapas are exactly the same the way it works in Granada. They are for free. And if you go to the coast of Granada, because the city of Granada is inland, and 1 hour drive to the south is a coast that belongs to the county of Granada, and it's exactly the same. If you go to Malaga, in some places they give you for free, in some places that you have to pay for. But even though the prices are so reasonable, I
What
mean,
about
just
Sevilla?
Sevilla, you have to pay for them everywhere.
Everything you have to
Yeah,
pay. Yes.
yeah, everything. Yeah, and well, there is a couple of places that I know. That doesn't mean there's only two. At
Yeah.
least that I know that I am a regular customer and they know me. I mean, I've been going to Sevilla since the very first year of my tour guide life since 1997. Imagine. So I always go to that place at least twice when I'm there, and they know me. And it's the same stuff. It's one of the few places that they haven't
Okay.
changed stuff since I first stepped in there
And
many,
you're not going to
many years
share the
ago.
name of the place with us?
Yeah, actually, it's the Taberna de Santa Cruz.
Okay, Santa Cruz Taberna.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one. Yeah,
Like
I
the
mean,
neighborhood Santa Cruz.
it's in the main street going towards the cathedral. Mateos Gago to the left. It's the yellow arches.
Okay.
It's chaotic. It's noisy. I have seen people, foreigners, getting in there, looking around like this, like say,
Oh,
"Ooh, ooh, let's get out of here." Poof, and they go. They don't know how to act. Okay, so that place is so because I'm a regular customer there, I am free to say, "Hey, well, whatever I've ordered comes over. Why don't you give me a few olives out of the jar?" Oh, sure, yeah, you are. And they don't charge me for that. Okay.
wow.
But they don't do that with everybody.
Okay.
They don't do that with everybody. Now, this is a little curiosity I had. It happened to me. When did it happen to me? I think it was summer because it was very hot in Granada. It was a family I took there, one of those customized tours that I make. And they were eight. They were uh, in between 50 and 65 years old. And then I said to them, okay, I'm going to take you to one of my favorite places in Granada. And it's just around the corner. It's not the one that we have talked about. It's another
Okay.
one. Okay, just let's say uh, off the beaten paths of the tourists, where the
Okay.
people, the locals from Granada, they do go. And then I was warning them all the time on our way. It was only 5 minutes away from the hotel. But the moment that I mean, everybody goes like, like a bunch of ducks like
Yeah.
this and then turn left, turn right, and you're there. Oh, wow, what a view. But instead of turning left, the first one, turn right. And then you are in a different area. You're in the local place where the locals
Okay.
go. So I was telling them, look, the place that we're going to go now, this place, you're gonna find it noisy, chaotic, filled with Spaniards. We're gonna be the only foreigners there. Well, you, not me. And and I need to know beforehand what we're going to drink. So you just tell me what you want to drink. And so I made a little list on my phone. I took some notes. Excuse me. And then we need to keep an eye if we can get one of those either barrels or tall
Yeah.
tables. We're not going to sit at all. if we are lucky, we might find one stall, two stalls, but that's it. So it is a standing up thing. You're going to experience a culture, a cultural thing. Okay? It's not a meal, it's a cultural thing. So they were like a kind of a little bit breathless to experience that. But I said, listen, come on, just do it for me, and I'll pay the first round. Okay, so you pay the first round, we go. Francisco, we stayed for 2.5 hours in that place. They loved it.
Yes. Well,
They loved it.
it's the greatness of tapas. It's not
Yeah,
just food; it's an experience, and
that's right.
you need to be willing to sit down on a table, crowded, loud, be
Mm,
loud as well,
yeah.
and don't be shy to talk with people.
Ah, at
And
all. No, no, at
I
all.
always tell my tour members, my the people I travel with, you speak more Spanish than you think. People who don't speak English, they speak more English than they think. There can be a
True.
conversation if you want.
Yeah,
So loosen up and hola amigos. ¿Qué es eso? Bueno, bueno. That's all you need to know. And then you have a conversation.
that's
That's,
right.
that's,
My mother
you
used
don't,
to say, and I think I've said this before in one of the podcasts. My mother used to say, a blind person taught me this. My mother, she said to me, if your eye likes what you are looking at regarding food, your tummy is gonna love it.
there we go. So
So you
it's
don't even need to know what it is. If you look like it's yummy and the person who's eating it is like, nom, 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 oh, that must be good.
it has to be
It
good.
has to
So
be
give
good.
it a
Yeah.
try.
Yeah. If you go to Cadiz, it's exactly the same thing. I mean, the amount, the imagination that they use for tapas. I also remember some time ago, a lady in one of the tours that I took over that she was on her own. She was very shy. And then one night I think we were in Cadiz, if I'm not mistaken. And then it was night on their own. So she wasn't very much integrated into the group. It was halfway through the tour, and then I said to her, Jacqueline, that was her name. I remember now. I said, Jacqueline, I'm gonna be on my own tonight. Would you like to join me for dinner? She said, oh no, don't worry. I don't want to be a pest or whatever she used word. I said, no, please, I'll be delighted. Just come over with me and maybe you can try something that you wanted to try and you haven't had a chance yet. So she accepted shyly, and then I took her around the market. Wasn't open the market at night, but all the bars around the market in Cadiz, they are open, and the night ambience is totally different to the daylight ambience. It's a different atmosphere, nor bad nor good. I mean, nor better nor worse. It's a totally different thing. Uh, Probably younger people at night than it is at daytime,
Yeah.
but she felt comfortable being with somebody in an area that I'm pretty sure that she wouldn't have made it at all in her own. So I took her around. I said, do you drink any alcohol? She said, well, eventually, sometimes. I said, I mean, what do you prefer, beer or wine? She said, well, I prefer wine. Okay, white or red? She said, I'll go for red. And I said, okay, look, I was intending to take you to a place where the typical things are assorted little fried fish. And normally with fish, you drink some wine. Would you like to give it a try? She said, please, yeah, let's go. So we went there. She was I've never seen a happier face in my life. Seriously. And then I said to her, okay, let's go now to another place. And then she said, why not stay here? I said, no, the fun of doing a tapas crawl is to have one tapa in
Scroll.
one place and then go to another one and try a different thing. And then she said, okay. So we went to another place, like about only 3 or 4 premises away, that it was specialized in tuna. In Cadiz, one of
Oh,
the things is the red
yes.
tuna, right?
The tuna.
Fresh and red tuna. And then she couldn't believe that in front of us, there was the grill and there were chunks. And then she said, oh, is that meat? What kind of meat? I said, no, no, that's red tuna. She said, you're not
It
serious.
looks like
I
a
said,
steak.
yeah. So it was in chunks. So the chef slash waiter, it was a hole in the wall, right?
Yeah.
And we were really lucky because that place is normally packed. And it was halfway full. So we went in and I just say, hello, how you doing? Blah, good, okay. And then I said to her, okay, what do you want to drink now? You choose, but we're gonna eat tuna fish. And then she said to me, can I have a glass of red wine? I said, you are allowed to have red wine with tuna,
Yes.
of course. So I just told the man, okay, I want a beer because I changed, for a beer. And then he had a glass of red wine. And I said to him, okay, give me the usual thing because he knows me. Juan is the name of this, the owner of this bar. And then and I said to her, watch what he's doing. He just grabbed with his hand out of a bowl, like about, I don't know, maybe how many chunks can you get out of a handful? 8, 10 chunks of tuna? Toss it on the grill, a little bit of olive oil on top. He was tossing them, just turning them around. And then suddenly he got a bottle of brandy and poured a big thing of brandy and it flamed out. And then she went like, what's happening? I said, stay calm, don't worry. So he was like that. She tried it. She cried.
It's the greatest of food.
She cried. She said, how on earth I have never thought about this, which is just tossing it with a little bit of olive oil, some salt,
Randy.
and a little bit of brandy. And then I said to her, you can make it with wine as well. And then, oh, really? I'm going to make that the moment I get back home.
Well,
So,
that's experience of food.
yeah,
I
that's
mean, food is
experience.
not
And
only what you put in your mouth, it's
yeah,
the whole thing. It's the sitting outside, the ah,
everything. Yeah, Francisco. I mean, and now let's go to your part, to the part where you live in the country in Spain, to the Basque country. I mean, don't you feel yourself satisfied, like full of joy, when you make people discover about the pinchos, the variety, the what is behind the history, and the variety of everything?
to me, one of the
Please
things I love.
share with us.
One of the things I love is when you go for tapas here in the north. It's challenging and it's frightening because you have a huge counter
Yeah,
full of
right.
extremely good looking food, but it's like, what is that? I don't know. What is that? I don't know. That you don't know what is that. And so I always tell them, whatever it is, it's going to be good and healthy. So it's unless you have a problem, you
Mm,
need to give it a try. As you said, whatever is good on your eye is going to be good on your tummy.
yeah.
So give it a try. But it's intimidating because it's crowded, it's loud. Spanish people were very loud. So you need to get to
No,
the
we're
counter.
not. We're not loud at all. We're not. We're
Yeah.
not. We're not.
So you need to get to
We're
the
not
counter.
loud.
You
We're
need to
not
have,
loud. We're not loud.
but you need to have physical eye contact with the waiter and say, I want this. You need to be fast. And
Sure.
it's intimidating. But once they break that moment of, well, I've done it, big deal. It's not that complicated. That moment is when they spark and it's like,
Yeah,
I've done my job. Now they feel free. They can do whatever they want. So
that's right.
really, food is not. It's a well. We love the two of us. We're big foodies. We think that food is part of our culture, and tapas is a huge part of our culture. And the best way to give it a try to all of these incredible tapas in Andalusia, it is going with Jorge to Andalusia. And you have an amazing
Mm.
tour of Andalusia that
Yeah.
everybody can check on your website, travelingwithjorge.com.
Yeah.
Really, it is an immersive tour to learn about Andalusia, the culture, the history, the traditions, and yes, the food. So if
Correct.
everybody is willing to learn about the best food experience in the world, talk with Jorge because he's going to provide it to you. So,
Yeah, the name of the tour, Francisco, is The Essence of Southern Spain. And let me add as well that in your tour of the Camino, you do have also very good food
there,
experiences, isn't
there's a
it?
lot of food. I mean, I to come to Spain is to eat your way through Spain. So
Do you, do
no
you, do
matter,
you have tapas
we do
included?
have one day of tapas.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Good. I mean,
We have
pinchos, obviously, pinchos.
pinchos here in
Yeah.
the north, but we
Hmm.
have seafood from Galicia. We have lamb from Burgos. We have so much food going
Yeah.
on. So if
I've always said, Francisco, that politicians shouldn't be who they are now. Should be the best chefs in the world. They should be the politicians because food is a way to unite people.
Yes. Oh, I like that one. All the chefs should be
I
politicians.
just thought about it. I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
that little brain is working
Sometimes.
sometimes. But anyway, to our listeners, hopefully you have learned a little bit about the experiencing of
Yeah.
tapas in this incredible country that is Spain that we love so much.
Hmm?
We cannot wait to see you in Spain. Thank you for joining us one more week. If you have enjoyed this podcast, please share it, give us a thumb up,
Yep.
subscribe to our channel. Jorge, thank you so much.
Francisco, one thing.
What?
If people wants to join your tour, is travelingsteps.es. There
Okay.
they can find your information because
your
you mentioned
tours is-
mine. I just want to mention yours. Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
But anyway, Jorge, thank you so much. What a
My
great week.
pleasure.
Let's go for some tapas right now.
And don't forget, we are not noisy at all. We are not.
We are
noisy at all.
noisy.
No, we're not. We're not. We're not. We're not. Chicos,
Everybody,
we love you.
we love you. Hasta la vista, amigos.
Bye,
Adiós,
chicos.
amigos.
And as usual, we want to thank all our listeners for being there every week, letting us sharing our talks. Follow us in Spanish Loops in Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or your favorite platform.
And in Instagram, you can find us as the Spanish Loops Podcast. No spaces altogether. If you want to find us the quickest way, just Google Spanish Loops Podcast and you will find us. Hasta la vista, amigos.
See you next week.